Amy, thanks. New at 6 and only on NBC15, homelessness is a serious issue in every state, including Wisconsin.
Yeah, if we just look at Madison, more than 3,500 people are without homes. That's according to Porchlight. But one man is choosing to be homeless.
NBC15's Britni McDonald shows us why.
Well, Matt Cook wanted to know how little he could live with while still maintaining what most would call a normal lifestyle. A home was something he decided he could live without.
This is a 2007 Ford cargo van. It's also my home.
28-year-old Matt Cook lives in a van, not because he has to, but because he wants to.
There's a lot of things like in my life and like possessions that they don't really like lend a lot of meaning. They're just sort of stuff.
So Matt got rid of his stuff and moved into the van in August. Now with just enough space for a bed, clothes, and a couple containers.
It's all very specific things that serve a purpose in my life. I don't really have anything that I don't use anymore.
Matt showers at the gym, eats out or non-perishables, and keeps warm with a down comforter.
As a single guy right now, obviously it doesn't take too much to keep me alive.
Matt isn't unemployed.
I'm a computer programmer and with a good job at a design firm here in town.
He also isn't alone.
I do have a huge safety net of like friends and family and finances.
It's what he calls a life experiment, and it began over a year ago when Matt rented out a warehouse and lived in a trailer.
It does financially free me to do other things with my money that are more important than renting an apartment.
For Matt, giving up an address meant gaining perspective.
It's about really sort of figuring out like what matters to me in life, Like I know that it's not like the things I own, and if they don't matter, then like why do I even have them? Why do I bother?
What he's found that matters is people. In fact, since moving into the van, Matt says he's built more relationships, even meeting his girlfriend by asking to use her oven.
The more homeless I've become, like the more successful I've been, like with women.
Jokes aside, Matt says he's not trying to prove anything or diminish those who are truly homeless.
If there's like someone has a real problem with what I'm doing, like I'll stop. I'm not trying to offend anybody or anything. It's not that important to me. It's just, an experiment, a temporary choice. It's not any sort of tax evasion or living off the grid or anything like that. It's just for myself that I'm doing this. We'll see what life has in store a year from now.
Matt plans to continue living in the van through the winter. He's hoping to make it a full year until next August.